Have you ever felt insecure for one reason or another? Why? As a young adult, you've probably felt some amount of pressure from today's society to fit a certain mold, or to be better, or to be perfect. Some may have even felt this, not just in high school or junior high school, but maybe in elementary school as well. In fact, it isn't too uncommon for young adults to feel this way, or even that early, such as middle school. Due to my extensive research and passion for this topic, I polled 22 people roughly around my age, so anywhere from 18 years old to 21, 22, to see if my thoughts were somewhat accurate, that media does pressure us to be someone else. And out of these 22 people, every single one of them have felt pressure from the media at one point or another to be someone else or to be better. Shocking, right? Let's discuss some facts that I found that are shocking, and they'll probably surprise you. As stated earlier, it's not highly uncommon for young adults or even children to feel like they have to fit a mold that society has shaped for us. Self-image issues commonly begin early. According to Dove.com in June, 4th grade is average for self-awareness to peak within kids. This issue commonly plagues girls, which is the main point of my topic. However, both genders begin comparing themselves to one another in the same sex, and they're looking at their bodies and trying to figure out what's better and if they look better than the other person, or what's wrong with them compared to someone else. However, media exposure is also increased during this time period, and because of that, girls begin pretending that they aren't smart because the media teaches them that smart and beautiful don't go together. Sadly, according to loveyourbody.org in July, by 5th grade, 20 to 40% of girls begin dieting because they feel like their bodies aren't good enough for society. Sadly, 7 in 10 girls feel that they aren't good enough in some way by the time that they reach junior high. Now, if you agree with what I've said so far, or you are neutral, or you don't agree whatsoever with what I'm saying, you cannot deny the fact that the media, with their airbrushing and their tweaking of pictures and ads, is wrong, and that all of the airbrush images, the media, the TV, movies, magazines, and models, they just reinforce this idea to the 7 out of the 10 girls that are feeling insecure that they aren't good enough. They don't have all of the qualities that you should have to be perfect. From an excerpt of Girls, We Are the Ones Who Can Make a Change by Anna Grossman and Emma Peters Axtell, which was featured in the 2008 edition of Women, Images and Realities, A Cultural Anthropology, the 14 and 15-year-old girls agree that media affects all of the teenage girls that are growing up in the US. And I'm going to read the excerpt for you. Media image. That's a huge issue for girls. When we see unrealistic, perfect images over and over, telling us that looking that way will make us be popular, we start to think that those images are the right ones. And if that isn't enough, the faces and bodies of models and celebrities are airbrushed to make them even more perfect. Many girls then see these impossible images and strive to be just like them. Let's look at how we can fix the self-image crisis that's plaguing all of these girls. First off, we need to make peace with ourselves, no matter how hard it may be. In the end, it will be rewarding and it will be good enough for you. According to 17's revamped Body Peace campaign online and in their magazine, there are several ways to start making peace with your body. For example, start making small compliments to yourself in the mornings when you're getting ready in the mirror. Whether you aren't feeling up to it or you don't like what you see in the mirror, do it anyways. Find something small, because that something small will get you through the day. Also, reassure yourself that an extra slice of pizza or an extra scoop of ice cream, according to 17, won't hurt you as long as it's in moderation. Finally, attend a self-love conference or sign a treaty with friends. Dove, for instance, has mother-daughter weekend seminars that tell you how you can start to love your body and start learning to love your flaws that you have. And like I said earlier, 17 magazine and 17.com have their Body Peace campaign and treaty in their magazines as well as online, where you can actually sign the treaty and start loving yourself more. However, it's not just them. Many others are beginning to hop on this bandwagon of self-love, and they're starting to do similar things to strike up their campaign. Each organization has useful tips on loving your body and accepting your flaws, whether you decide to pick loveyourbody.org, dove.com, 17.com, or any other website that you happen to find. Dove, for instance, constantly issues many movies out on their website, showing real women and girls with real insecurities, as well as bits of seminars and where you can go for them. 17 magazine focuses on teenage girls and uses female celebrities to back up their campaign. They basically have the idea that if your role model can embrace her body and her flaws that she has, you can embrace yours as well. For example, for my visual aid, the November 2010 edition of 17 magazine has their monthly body peace article. However, the special thing about this one is that it is a 2-page spread, all dedicated to their body peace campaign, given that their campaign has been going on for 3 years now and still running and still going very strong. Within the article, you have Amber C. Riley from Glee, Whitney Port, a reality TV star, and then 3 others. For example, Serena Williams is at the bottom corner, all talking about how they do have flaws and insecurities, but they've learned to love their bodies in result of that, and they're learning to accept who they are as a human being and the body that they've been blessed with. Also, Fruit of the Loom has also recently added curvier, more fuller-bodied women to their ads and their commercials, not only in America but also in Mexico as well, basically showing that curvy women deserve to be loved by Fruit of the Loom as well. So let's review, shall we? Many young adults go through similar insecurities due to media and Hollywood's definition of perfect being thrust at them at such an early age, such as 4th and 5th grade. However, I strongly believe that we should ignore their idea of flawless and love our bodies because they're perfect just how they are. The result will be healthier, happier people who love themselves in the end. So what are you waiting for? Start loving yourself today and begin encouraging others to do so as well. Below, I've posted links to both dove.com and 17.com. On the websites, there's the Campaign for Real Beauty, which is Dove's, and the Body Peace Challenge, which is 17 magazines. On both of the sites, you'll be able to see videos, helpful tips, and on 17.com site, you'll also be able to sign the Body Peace Treaty. I have, and I've started making positive changes for myself, and I challenge you to do the same. You'll end up loving yourself for it.